Alright lads, welcome back to Amish League Football. Today we're at home to Mosbone in the league, and let's get into the starting 11. So we've got Davy in nets, back 3 Andy, Bailey and Tank, middle 3 Grant, Maxi, Sandy, Neve on the right, Lum on the left, and Parky and Muzz are the 2 strikers. 5 subs today are Robbie, Hendy, Brandon, Kev and Michael. So let's get into the game. So at the Riverside, and Daly in their claret in blue and Mosbone in white and blue. So Tank with a throw in, 1-2 with Parky, and then he punts it forward for Maxi, who wins the flick on. Comes to Muzz, Muzz takes out 2 players with a fake shot, gives it through to Maxi, who has a shot, gets saved, comes right back to Maxi, and Maxi taps that one in for an open net. And there we are, 1-0 up already. That was maybe like 8 minutes into the game. Parky now going 1-on-1, getting taken out by the keeper, and yeah, the ref then has a shocker, gives him a yellow card. And anyone that says that that's not a red card, like, you're wrong, because it is a red card, because it was outside the box, and he took him out when it was a one-on-one like scenario. So it is a red card. That's the rules. It is a red card. And yeah, so their keeper remains on the pitch, who actually goes on to have a good game. So yeah, Davy now punting that one forward, and is their player with a free header, but it comes back to Maxi. Maxi got number 8 on him, shoves him off the ball like a wee man, like a wee boy, and then Nev just fails to control the ball. Davy punts that one forward, and it is Maxi going up for a flick on again. Parky then flicks that one on, Muzz runs onto it, now 1-on-1 with the keeper, has a shot, but he drags that one wide, and if he hits the target, it probably would have ended up in the back of the net. Muzz plays it over the top for Lum. Lum runs onto it, and he tries to take on number 7, bit of a scramble, but he eventually gets by him, goes on, has a shot, but the keeper makes a good save down at his front post. From the corner, Nev plays it short for Lum. Lum swings it in back post. Muzz is there, headers it back into Maxi, and Maxi gets his second of the game, and we are up 2-0 now. And it's not often that Maxi scores 2 in one game, so yeah, that just doesn't happen very often. Sandy now going forward after winning the ball back in the midfield, plays it through to Maxi. Maxi tries to give it on to Parky, but it gets blocked. Sandy then winning the ball back and having a shot, that one goes wide of the target. Now their number 10 went down at every opportunity, and yeah, so Lum then giving it the free kick away at the edge of the box, and Mosbone with a good opportunity now. Number 3 standing over the free kick, and he runs up and smashes that into the top corner. And I mean, all you gotta do is just hold your hand up to that and say what a free kick that was. Number 9 now on the ball and getting tackled by Sandy, sorry. Number 8 going forward, has a shot, and what a save that was from Davy. That was going in top bins, and he tips it onto the bar. Top quality save there, as Nev and Grant getting the ball off of the Mosbone player and punts it forward. Murchie gets the ball, who actually used to play with Daly just until like 2 months ago. He moved to Mosbone, has a horrible back pass, and Muzz is through, wins the 50-50 with the keeper, puts that one into the back of the net, and we're 3-1 up, retaining, no, what's the word, I don't know, getting back our 2-goal lead. And now number 3 over the corner for Mosbone, swings it in. It's a bit of a shambles as it comes to number 10. Spin of a bounce gets him by Muzz. Number 8 has a shot, then again gets the ball, and there's like 4 players in there going for the block, and Tank, I think it was, who took him out, gave away the penalty. Number 9 steps up, and Davy saves it. So Davy with another great save. It probably should be about 3 each by now, or Mosbone should have at least 3 goals if it wasn't for Davy's great saves. Now Parker on the ball, gives it back to Muzz. Muzz swings it in. Tank is in there with the free header, but he fails to convert that one, and more chances go begging. I mean, Mosbone, obviously penalty is a clear-cut chance, but then the shot, just like this one, going top bins, and Davy saves it. That's 2 great chances, or 2 great saves from Davy. But Daly, we've had like 2 or 3 clear-cut chances, failed to convert, and Maxi going forward, going for his hat-trick, cuts inside, hits it with his left, but the keeper makes a good save there. And their keeper was pretty good, as he should have actually got sent off, but that didn't happen. And then from our own corner, they go forward, number 10. We left man for man at the back, which is obviously not a very smart thing to do, as teams like this, I mean on the counter attack anyway, with players like number 9 who went left and right and left and right, gave on to number 11, and he put that through the legs of Davy. And yeah, they punished us for, you know, having man for man at the back. And yeah, that was Daly's own fault. I mean, you don't leave man for man at the back. Davies having a simple catch there. Robbie now coming on for Parky. Michael actually came on at half time, I forgot to say that. He went into the midfield, and yeah, so number 3 over the ball, so that was number 3. He whips it in, number 7 then with a shot, but that one gets skied over the bar. Keeper now over the ball for Mosblown, hits it forward, Maxi wins the header, comes to Robbie, has a poor touch, but comes to Lum with a great tackle. Robbie then plays it out to Michael over on this near side. Michael takes a touch and then gives it back to Robbie. Robbie takes a touch with his left and swings it in with his right, and a dodgy bounce results in a handball, but no penalty for Daly. I mean, you can't see it from number 8, but just how passionately, like, all the players around him are calling for a handball. Like, you know it was a handball, and yeah, how the ref didn't see it, I don't know how. And yeah, we should have got a penalty there, but Mosblown now in the ball, giving the ball away, or eventually will, to Andy. Andy then plays it forward to Lum. Lum turns his man, and he's got too much pace for him as he goes on the inside of him, cuts it back for Muzz. Muzz takes a touch, turns, gives it to Robbie. Robbie with time, but he fails to put that one into the back of the net, and it was pretty simple. It was a pretty tame effort and easy for the keeper. So now Mosblown on the attack now, giving a handball against Grant. He couldn't have done anything about that, and number 3 going for that top corner once again, but it hit the wall. And now from a throw in, Mosblown throwing it in, Grant headers that one out for a corner. From the corner, number 2 headers it onto the bar, and none other but Murchie puts that one into the back of the net. I mean, it was just written in the stars, obviously going to happen. Murchie obviously playing with us a few months ago, then came and scored against us in the final minute, as Robbie now one last chance, gives it on to Muzz. Muzz has a shot, but that one's straight at the keeper. And now for Mosblown, number 10 has the ball, goes onto his left foot, and he tries to get across in, and that one could have sneaked into the front post. And that is going to be full time, so game finishes 3-all after, I mean, we had a 2-0 lead and a 3-1 lead. It's a poor result, it feels like a loss to be honest. But on to next week, and we're gonna start having midweek games coming up, like not this Wednesday but a week on Wednesday, so that will be quite a lot of amateur league football videos. But that is going to be the end of this video. If you did like it, leave a like, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.